Hi guys! Welcome to my channel and welcome back if you've hung out with me before, and thank you for coming back and hanging out. If you are new, welcome. My name is Rachel and this is my channel. If you are new or if you just aren't subscribed yet, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, it'll make my day. So today I just finished filming a video about 10 minutes ago for you guys, so keep an eye out for that. It's a little different and really fun and I'm really excited. Anyways, today we are talking about movie number 19, The Jungle Book. So I have my little tiger, cheetah, panther, something, cat, jungle cat with me today, and we are talking about The Jungle Book. So this movie was released October 18th, 1967. Sadly, it was the last movie that Walt Disney ever got to work on, or the last animated feature that he got to work on, because he sadly passed away in 1966. So he actually never got to see the finished product, sadly. After he passed away, it left a lot of people wondering what the fate of the studio would be, and luckily the film did extremely well in the box office, so it did save the animation part of the studio, thank goodness, because I can't imagine a world without these amazing Disney animated features. Thank you, Jungle Book, because apparently if it would have done poorly, most likely the animation production team would have been cut and it would be no more and it would just be a live action studio. So there is a book. It is loosely based on the same title, The Jungle Book, but the original storyboards and everything stuck to that story, and Walt just found it a little too dark for the studio and for what he wanted, which is why it took a little bit of time for this movie to come out. So if you've ever read the book, or if you plan on reading the book in the future, you will notice that there aren't a lot of similarities between the book and the movie story-wise. Some of the characters and the names and everything are similar, but for the most part it really just strays away from the book because it is a little bit darker than the movie. So speaking of characters, I found this very interesting because I didn't really know where the character names came from, and upon research I found out that the character names for the animals actually are Hindi. And then some of my favorite characters in here are the Vultures. Originally the Vultures were going to be voiced by the Beatles, all four of them. So their manager, Brian Epstein, actually approached Disney asking if the boys could be in the film. And so they ended up coming up with these four Vulture characters that they could voice. They obviously drew these characters to kind of look like the Beatles a little bit. And I wish that they were voiced by them, but they are not, unfortunately, because Mr. John Lennon, he vetoed the idea for some reason. I love John though. Which is why I wish they would have done it, but it's okay. I kind of get maybe why they didn't want to, but I mean that doesn't mean that they went and just completely changed the character design, because if you're watching it you can tell that they were at least inspired by the Beatles then, at that point, just voiced by different people. Something else that I found really cool that didn't really surprise me, just because they had done things like this before. The animators actually went to a real jungle in India to just kind of observe and study the wildlife there and just get an idea of how the jungle is and functions. And so I thought that was really cool because in past movies they would actually bring like animals in and study them that way. But for this one, they actually went to India, and I just think that that is so cool that they got to do that and study, you know, all these amazing creatures that eventually you meet in the movie. So I had not seen this movie in I don't know how long. It was never one of my like absolute favorites. I remember watching it every so often, but it was never one that I always had to watch. But watching it, I realized just how fun it is, and it really is a feel-good movie. Like, the majority of this movie is just fun and singing and dancing, and the story is just kind of simple enough where you can just kind of have fun and let go and just watch the movie. There are those few moments, obviously, where it does get a little bit darker or scary for a second, but overall it really is just a feel-good movie. And I completely forgot about that. I forgot about what the story was and how all the characters kind of play together and everything. So it was really, really fun to actually like have a reason to sit down and watch this, because normally I wouldn't. So it was cool that we finally got to movie number 19 and I got to sit down and watch it and enjoy such a good movie. The animation is so pretty. It is breathtaking almost. Like, the moving water is beautiful. There's one particular scene where it's at night and the moonlight is reflecting off of the water and it's rippling, and oh my gosh, it is beautiful. So the story goes, if you haven't seen this ever or in a while and you don't remember the story, like I didn't remember, the story goes, you know, there's the little man cub, Mowgli, who ends up being raised by the wolves, and they basically say he has to go back to the man village because Shere Khan is going to basically kill him. He will find him and kill him because Mowgli will grow up to be a man, and Shere Khan doesn't want that. For the sake of Mowgli and for his safety, and because they do care about him, they decide that they need to send him back to the man village and take him back. So Bagheera, the panther, who I love, is basically going to be the one to take Mowgli on his journey through the jungle and to the man village. And it's a very cute little relationship that he has with Mowgli the whole time that he's taking him through the jungle. And in that time, that's where they meet all the different characters that you kind of just know and love. So the one, of course, is Baloo the bear. You know, he's just about living a fun and fulfilled life and saying you don't really need a whole lot to do that. You just need to, you know, be happy and surround yourself with those few things that make you happy. Another character that a lot of people know and love that you meet along the way is King Louie. Basically, you know, with his song and everything, he wants to be like a man. You know, he wants to be able to create fire like man can do. You get to meet King Louie and his like little band of orangutans and monkeys, and they basically capture Mowgli actually, and Baloo and Bagheera have to go save him. Towards the end, Shere Khan finds Mowgli and ends up having this big battle scene between Shere Khan, Bagheera, and Baloo, because Baloo's trying to save him, trying to save Mowgli, and Bagheera obviously is trying to, you know, protect Mowgli as well. It's not until Mowgli actually ties a burning branch to Shere Khan's tail that Shere Khan runs away. And at that point, once everything settles down, Baloo's just laying there and it starts raining and it is so sad. I was like, wait, no, Baloo doesn't die. Does he die? Like, I honestly could not remember, and I genuinely got really sad and scared that he was dead. And it's just a very sad scene, and Bagheera's giving this really beautiful eulogy, and all of a sudden Baloo kind of wakes up, but he lets Bagheera continue talking about him and, you know, saying all these really wonderful things about himself. So it brings more of a light feeling after that brief moment of sadness. Shortly after, they make it to the man village, and Mowgli actually sees a little human girl, and it's really cute. You know, he just gets curious, like, you know, he asks, like, what is that? He, you know, approaches her basically, and she sees him. It's a very cute, just like little interaction. Not a whole lot is said between them, but, you know, you can tell, like, they kind of connect. You know, Mowgli kind of looks back at Baloo and Bagheera watching this whole exchange. It's just cute. And Mowgli, you know, decides, oh no, I'm gonna follow her into the man village and be with other humans. And he kind of looks back at Baloo and Bagheera and gives them like a cute little like smile. And then Baloo and Bagheera decide, you know, to return back into the jungle, back to where they belong. And that's where it ends. And like I said, it's just a happy, feel-good movie overall. And I really enjoyed it. And I honestly, like, I would watch it again soon. If you haven't seen it ever or in a very long time, go watch it. It's so good. Like, I forgot how good it was. I'm gonna give it 5 mouse ears. Why not? It's that good. Is it one of my favorites? No, but that doesn't mean it doesn't deserve 5 mouse ears, because it truly does. It is a beautiful, beautiful movie. So that is The Jungle Book. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know I've said it before, but it really does mean a lot that you are watching and clicking and subscribing and everything. And thank you so much. I cannot stress that enough. Be on the lookout for movie number 20. We're hitting a milestone. It's one of my favorites and I'm so excited. It's gonna be the Aristocats. So be on the lookout for that. Also be on the lookout for that other video I mentioned earlier in this video. That should be out soon. Like, comment, subscribe, and share with your family and friends and coworkers and everybody. That would be just much appreciated and make my day. So thank you, and until next time, have a beautiful, magical, wonderful day. Mwah.